Thank you, and before I begin, I would like to dedicate this talk to my friends Parker Rosenthal and Dallas Smith, who were some of the best support that I had while doing this. The speech is about no limits and how you can put your mind to whatever you want to and achieve whatever you think you can. Now, when I was in 6th grade, I was an e-learner, and I always thought I was a pretty good student because I was straight A's, and I was straight A's for a few years at that time, but I wasn't always as great. I made a lot of mistakes back then, and sometimes my grades would decrease when I lost focus and I lost track of things, and that wasn't so good. So in 6th grade math, we were learning some stuff, and I would sometimes lose focus in class pretty often, actually more often than I normally did. So when the test came along, I thought I was going to do quite well. I had studied, at least I thought I had, and I took the test thinking I was going to get a good score. But when it came out, I had a pretty low score, not my plan, and then that had taken my overall grade down to a 81, which was almost a C. And I was very upset with that. I cried, of course, because that's what I do, and I needed to up my grade. So I did a lot of extra credit, and I did all the work that I could. I submitted my work on time, and I figured out a plan to increase my grades. And by the end of the semester, I got my grades back up to an 89.90 something. I don't remember exactly, but it rounded up to an A. So I did manage to keep my straight A. In the second semester, my grades started to go down again, which was an issue. So I decided to fix that by working my plan again. And I had used the same strategy that I had used last time to fix the next semester, and I kept straight A's in math for the entire year. And I kept straight A's in all of my subjects because I used the same plan for everything. Now, sometimes the plan doesn't go the way you want it to. Sometimes you think you're going to do something and then it doesn't happen. And that's just normal. That's life. Life doesn't always go the exact way that you want it to. Sometimes life is going to say, okay, you want to do this, but here's an exception, so you can't do that. And we need to find ways around that. We need to find ways to accomplish whatever we want to accomplish by working hard enough and being determined to do what we want to do. And that's important. Otherwise, we're not going to achieve the things that we believe we can. My second example, my mom used to live in another country. And she met my dad, and my dad really wanted to bring her over because they wanted to be together. But my dad wasn't in the situation to do that. So for many years, he lived under not so great conditions, but it worked in a matter of time. And he managed to save up the money to bring my mother to America, and that's where they had my brother and they had me, and now we live in a much better place. And we're all happy, and I think that's a great thing. It's just because of my dad working hard enough and being determined to bring her over here. And I love that work ethic. He's a really hardworking person. I respect that. And I want to get that quality to work hard enough and make my dreams come true, even if it seems impossible or something that's really hard or something that other people say I can't do. And sometimes it doesn't always have to be bringing people down. Sometimes you could just look back at yourself. You don't have to push other people down to make yourself higher and more successful. You compare yourself to yourself, not other people. You compare yourself to how you were yesterday, the day before that, the year before that, the decade before that. It doesn't matter because you're always improving and you're changing and getting better no matter what because you're growing. People grow and they get better. And it just depends on how you want to live your life. Your life is in your hands, not somebody else's. You're not going to wait for someone to say you can do this. You're not going to wait for support either. You got to listen to yourself. You got to tell yourself that you can do something. And if someone tells you you can't do something, don't listen to them because they're going to be the reason you can't do something. But if you push them aside and don't listen to their negativity, you can do whatever you think you can. And the results will be amazing because nobody likes working hard nights. I day and night, I work, and not always, but most of the time. And I do cry sometimes because I think I can't do something. But in the end, like standing here right now, I didn't think I was going to make it after the audition. I cried at the audition too. But I'm really happy now that I can be here because of the hard work that I put into this. And I'm really proud of myself. And I want you guys to accomplish whatever you want to do. And it doesn't matter how impossible it seems. If you want to do something, you have to just do it. And don't just think about it. You have to put some work into it. And that doesn't sound fun, but it'll be worth it. And you'll be happy with yourself after you get it done. You'll be proud of yourself, and you'll want other people to do it too. Because we all deserve a chance to get what we want in life. We all deserve a chance to be happy and have what we deserve. But it doesn't come out of nowhere. We have to work for it. And I think that's what everyone needs to know and what everyone should do. But that doesn't mean that their support doesn't matter. Of course, some friends, I have good friends. That's why my dedication was at the beginning. They really supported me into doing this. I was close to thinking maybe I just shouldn't do this because I'm probably not going to make it. But they were amazing friends, and they were really hardworking too, and they told me I should do it. And I didn't want to disappoint them either, but I didn't want to disappoint myself. So it's not just about other people. I wanted to do this, and I'm glad that I got myself into this, and I'm proud. And I hope whatever you guys want to do in the future, or whatever you want to do right now, it can start today. Anything that you want to do can start today, right now. You can tell yourself, I don't like where I am, I'm going to change it, and I'm going to make it better. And I hope that all of you can listen to that and listen to yourself. Not just me, but listen to yourself. And that's where my speech ends. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you.